Before we get started, I want to show you a couple of things on the AutoCAD program. I want to show you the y-axis. We got our y-axis right here and our x-axis down here. We also have our command input box, and we have the line, polyline, circle, arc tools. We have all these other tools. You got your freeze, your layers, you got your match layer. Most of the tools up here, we're not going to use the palette. What we are going to use is the commands. It's just a lot more efficient to use the commands rather than using the palette up here, but it's just personal preference. So let's go ahead and get started with drawing a polyline. So we're going to go ahead and hit the PL. You will notice that AutoCAD populates all of these commands down here. It's kind of an auto thing. AutoCAD has so many commands that I am not familiar with every single command AutoCAD has, but I am familiar with most of the basics, which is what this video is about. We're going to go ahead and hit the space bar rather than the enter. You can hit the enter, but the space bar is better to use to be self-efficient. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to make a polyline. And notice the numbers. Whenever I move the cursor, you'll see the numbers increase or decrease. They are just the coordinates, the X and Y coordinates. Let's go ahead and click here. You'll also notice another number that popped up with the 29 degrees. It's just the angle where you are drawing your polyline as well as the distance of the polyline. I don't normally use those features. I turn them off. I'll show you how to turn off those features if you want at the end of this video. Let's go ahead and click here, 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 here. You're going to hit escape to escape the polyline command. All right. Now let's do a line. Well, we're going to hit the L, hit spacebar, and just so you know, the pan, it's better to use a mouse that has the wheeler in the middle. On the wheeler, you're going to click on the wheeler and hold it, and it'll allow you to maneuver the pan tool just like that. So let's go ahead and click there, 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 there. Hit the escape. So remember, this is a polyline, so it's a whole entity. Let's hit escape. And this, if you click on this, it's not going to highlight the whole thing just because they're individual lines since we use the line command. And also, I wanted to show you the move command. So type in M for move. You'll notice AutoCAD will show the command in parentheses. Hit the space and highlight what you want to move. We're going to highlight one of the lines. Hit the space, and you move it wherever you want to. Now, just so you know, the background, the graph in the background, it's just used as a guide, but you can turn it off by hitting the F7 button or F7 key on your keyboard. There, off, put it on. Okay. The snap option, you can turn that off and on too. That is F3. Post snap off, post snap on. It's pretty useful when you're trying to get a certain point on a polyline or a line. For example, if you hit the M, hit the space bar, select the object, hit the space bar, and you'll notice that it'll just automatically go to that endpoint. But if you turn it off using the F3, you turn off the snap, you can't quite get that in exactly. So turn it back on. There. Just click and hit escape. I also wanted to show you the extend and trim tools or commands. We're going to hit the PL for polyline, hit the space bar, draw a polyline here, hit the escape. Now we're going to type in EX for extend. You can see where it says extend there. Hit the space bar, select the object that the line is going to extend to, and then you're going to click on the line that's going to extend. There it is. Hit the escape button after that. Now to trim, you are going to have to, you can either move this polyline that we created, or you can create another polyline. Let's create another one, PL. There, there. Hit the escape, type in TR for trim, select the object there. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to go ahead and trim this line. So we're going to hit TR, space bar, and you're going to hover over, and you can see it kind of gives you a preview of what it's going to look like before you click. Once you click, it's gone, and hit the escape. Now you can delete these two polygons that you created by typing E for erase, hit the space bar, highlight that line, highlight this line. You can highlight multiple lines or shapes at the same time, hit the space bar, and they're gone. Also wanted to show you the layers and properties box. Let's go ahead and show you the properties box first. Type in MO, gives you properties. I'm not sure what the MO stands for, but it's for properties. Hit the space bar. You'll see your properties box there. MO, I'm guessing it's modify options. I'm not too sure. Anyway, you're going to highlight the polyline. Shows you that you got a polyline highlighted. If you highlight all of the lines here, it'll show you that you got 4 lines highlighted. Hit the escape. That. And you can see the color, it's by layer. The layer is called 0. And you got all these other things here. I don't usually use these. I do use transparency. You can change the transparency to 65, see what it looks like. Hit enter, hit escape, see what it looks like there. To undo, you're going to type in U for undo, type in the space bar again, gets you to where you want. And for the layers, you're going to type in LAYER, hit space bar. See the layers, we only have one layer. To create a new layer, you're going to hit this here. Now, for the purpose of this tutorial, we're going to use layer number 2. Enter. And for the color, we're going to mess with the colors. I know we have all of these options over here to the left, but for today, we're going to just mess with color and transparency. Hit color. We're going to use red. Now on the color box, you got the index color, true color, color books. But I usually use the index color tab, and each of the colors have their own number. We're going to use red. and red is number 1, 2, you can see yellow 2, green 3, and so on. Click OK. Transparency, we're going to change that to 65. And now we're going to put this in layer number 2. So we're going to go ahead and go back to the properties box. Click on the pull down arrow, click here, and see how it hit escape. See how it's in those properties that we made for that layer. Hit the escape. Now, if you want to match properties from this polyline to this line, or all of these lines, hit the MA. For match properties, hit the space bar. Select the source and highlight. You can highlight all of them at once, and there you go. Now, remember I told you I was going to show you how to turn off these features where you draw a polyline. Now you can turn that off by typing in Dyn mode, hit spacebar. The value is at 3, but you're going to change that to 0. Now type in PL, and they're gone. You want them back, do the same thing, Dyn mode, sorry, space bar, 3, PL, and they're back. Okay, we're going to be going over circles. Now to do a circle, you're going to type in C for circle, hit the space bar, specify the center of the circle, click and specify the radius. We're going to do 250. There it is. Now this works for any of the shapes that we have drawn up so far. The offset, we're going to do O for offset, space bar. We're going to make it happen at 20. Click, and you can outer or inner offset. We're going to do inner. There it is. Now we're going to trim the circle using the method we used earlier with the PL. The escape, hit TR for trim. And we're going to select the circle, the portion that we want to trim off. Voila. Hit the escape. Now to do an arc, you're going to do ARC, spacebar. Choose your starting point. Choose center or end. We're going to do end in this case. And you have 3 options. You get the angle, direction, or radius. We're going to use the direction option. Specify your direction. Hit the escape. And you got yourself an arc there. Now, I am hoping we didn't go too fast in these videos. I am going to be making more videos on AutoCAD Basics. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you soon.